So now in this video, we're going to basically look at lighting an LED with 12 volts. Although you see we have 5 LEDs there. Because we kind of have a problem with lighting a red LED. We'd like to get about 13 milliamps of current through the red LED. But when you have 12 volts, you have to use a lot of resistance. And it might overheat. That's kind of a high current for the 12 volts for a circuit like this. So what we did is we got 5 LEDs in series. So anode on top, cathode on the bottom for all of these. They all shift down one row. The resistor there, I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's going to the very top of that pin there. So in any case, we got 5 of them. Each one of them is going to drop about 2 volts. When they're in series, they each drop 2 volts. So that's regardless of the supply voltage. It does shift slightly with how much current is flowing through them, but for the most part it's close to 2 volts, you know, no matter what. And so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're all going to drop about 10 volts. The rest of the voltage goes across the resistor. So even though it's the same voltage as the LEDs, the voltage could vary wildly across the resistor. It just accepts whatever voltage the circuit throws at it. If you got multiple resistors, then they'll divide up the voltage. But since we have the lone one, each LED is going to drop about 2 volts for a total of 10 volts. And so out of 12 volts, we'll have 2 volts left across the resistor to set the current. So you can see we got 2 volts divided by 150 ohms equals 0.013 and then 33 forever. So that's 13.3 milliamps, which I wrote there, an estimate. So this is just a little bubble to let you know how much current's flowing through the circuit. That's also kind of a symbol for taking a current measurement with the meter, but you don't absolutely have to. It's just for our information. So let's grab the power supply here and look at what it is telling us. So it's telling us 12 volts right now. It's flashing, so I can change it. So I got some this set to protect the circuit. We don't want to put more than 20 milliamps of current through these LEDs, especially because I just took them out of the pack. So hopefully they're all the same brightness. So we got 13, we're practically at 20 milliamps there. So current's rising quickly as the supply voltage. And so I went to 14 volts, and we would have more than 20 milliamps of current, but I have the current stopping there. So even though I'm trying to do 14 volts, we have that other limitation, the maximum current. So what that does is, let's see, yeah, I want to do set there. It's actually lowering what the power supply voltage is. So it's only outputting about 13 volts right there, which we saw earlier gives us about 20 milliamps of current right there at 13. So we go back down to 12. So that's one reason why I said 20 milliamps of current almost at all times. I actually kind of screwed up my recording, and I made the earlier video that uses 5 volts. I started off powering it with 12 volts, and I probably would have damaged some of my new LEDs with them, but I had the current limited to 20 milliamps. So we're not going to worry about that now. Just be aware, set the power supply to a current that will protect the circuit if you mess something up. So we got the 12 volts there, and that's about it. We have a bunch of red LEDs to deal with this high, relatively high voltage here when it comes to lighting a red LED. You'd have to use quite a bit of resistance. The resistors will get hot, and that heat is just waste. Now we got 5 LEDs here that are absorbing a lot of the voltage. We're getting 5 times as much light right there. And so we're actually getting some use instead of just heat that needs to dissipate to the air. That's not providing anything of value. We have 5 LEDs that are lit up 5 times as much light. So we're not wasting as much power. We're actually getting something useful out of it instead of just more waste heat. Hopefully that makes sense. So in any case, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out one of the other videos I'm posting on the screen, and check out the link down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.